So it's really exciting to see what's going on and the positive impact that's being made. Now, what are some of the cases, what are some of the challenges that we see? That's what I'll address, spend the rest of my time addressing here now, and then we'll have some Q&A afterwards. First is with regards to our national motto, "In God We Trust." Michael Newdow, the gentleman who's famous for challenging things like the Pledge of Allegiance because it has the word God in it, he also wanted to challenge our national motto because it has the word God in it as well. And so he files a lawsuit alleging that it's a violation of the Establishment Clause for our currency to have God on it. And so he files this lawsuit, and he, of course, has his own private atheist church. Now, is that an oxymoron? Or what? Atheist church? You know? Anyway, it's like a hot piece of ice. I mean, there's something that doesn't fit here in the sentence. Well, anyway, he has this atheist church, and he claimed in his lawsuit that he was unable to accept tithes, an offering in his atheist church because it had the word God in it, and that was a violation of their atheist faith. Anyway, he's a lawyer, okay, so that's all I can say. Very creative. So he filed this lawsuit. We at Pacific Justice intervened in the case. We argued before the Ninth Circuit. We're really excited about it, and the Ninth Circuit agreed with our counsel on it, agreed with our attorney arguing the case, our chief counsel, Kevin Snyder. He did a great job, and they ruled 3-0 that it is constitutional, the Ninth Circuit.
Here, here.
Yeah, isn't that great? So, wonderful victory. Also, we get involved in defending churches and synagogues. Let me give you an example. Like there was a synagogue that in the East San Francisco Bay Area, and the planning commission told them that they can meet on, they can have usage of their facility they're going to build, no problem, but there are usage restrictions they have for just one day of the week. Well, Saturday. 1 day of the week. Only one. So we went ahead and represented them, sent a strong demand letter, and we got them to remove those unnecessary usage restrictions. By the way, the San Francisco Bay Area, the land of tolerance, is the most intolerant community I've ever seen in the United States of America when it comes to people of faith or people who believe differently. It's not, a mixture, a hodgepodge of different beliefs. No, it's very, very intolerant and very hostile to people who don't agree with a certain counterculture there. Another example of a little church in Guatai, California. How many have been to Guatai, California? It's on Highway 8 you're in San Diego and you're headed to Arizona, and when you're just about thinking there's nothing that's going to be living out here, you see a little tiny mobile home community called Guatai. And you don't go there for vacation, okay? And it has just about 2,000 people in it. There's one church, and that's about it. And that's it. It's actually just one church. So this one church has been there for 20 years. They're informed by the San Diego County Board of Supervisors, who just opened an office in that to try to get more revenue for permitting and zoning violations. See, they're here to serve us.
No.
They're here to serve us. That's why they opened these offices, to get more revenue for zoning. Wait a minute, there's something wrong here. So, oh, they're serving themselves. That's it. Okay. Anyway, so they opened this office to serve themselves, and they bully this little church, and they sent them a notice saying, you must cease and desist using this facility. Why? Because it is technically, 23 years ago, it was zoned to be a country western bar. And so you're not a country western bar, you must cease and desist using it. Now mind you, there was no country western bar knocking on the door to lease that facility. The owner of the facility didn't want to lose the church. It was just the government that wanted to shut this church down, and they did. They padlocked the church. They told them, if you take off that padlock and use this church, you're going to owe us up to $2,000 a day penalty fee. Small little community. So they were shut down, and they secretly met in house to house, community to community. And I say secretly because that was even more of a zoning violation. Now, mind you, you think we're talking about like the former Soviet Union, remember, or Castro's Cuba, or communist China. This was the United States of America. This is just south of here. And this is San Diego County. I mean, you think that there's pretty level-headed people in San Diego County, That's where former Governor Wilson used to be a congressman, you know. So But nonetheless, this is what they were doing. We were contacted at Pacific Justice Institute, and we at Pacific Justice Institute don't believe in getting angry. We just sue. And so that sounds terrible, doesn't it?
No,
anyway,
no.
I will tell you though, in all fairness, over 90% of the case matters we take on, we get resolved without filing a lawsuit. We're very upfront with the opposition. We get things resolved very quickly. Why? Because I'm a Republican. I do not want to waste tax dollars because an attorney isn't up with this area of the law. So we give them up all pages of legal research. We educate them so they can do the right thing. But sometimes attorneys on the other side can be really pig-headed and egotistical, and it's hard to believe. We're a very humble occupation. So anyway.